Hey there, guys. It is Jacob once again, and today I am pleased to present my custom-made Republic Gunship. This one has taken me a long while to build, especially having all the right pieces. This is the kind of set that I have built many times and remade it again and again. And I would say that this one's like the near best I've ever done. It's just a couple more adjustments will need to be made in the future, but this is definitely one of the best models I've made. So let's jump right in and start showing off this Lego creation. As you guys can see, I have the clone command center. As you guys had seen in Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones, and you know that Yoda gets dropped off from the gunship to the, when he says he needs to go to the forward command center, he gets dropped off there, and so on and so forth. This command center, I would have to say, maybe has to be maybe 2 times bigger, perhaps, to be more accurate in size. It's close, but I would say it needs just to be a little bit larger. But I wanted to get the set mostly because it came with the clone sergeant and the regular clone. Alright, so let's move on to the next thing about the gunship. As you can see here, this opening is big enough for this trooper to walk in through all the way through. It's not tight anywhere. Then I have the blast shields over here that actually can open up very nicely. And as you can see, one of my commandos is in here and the other commando's on the opposite side. Let's see, move on towards the back of the gunship. There's just so many great features about the gunship that this has to be one of my favorite Star Wars ships in the entire Star Wars galaxy. Because it's pretty much like a helicopter without the propeller, in a sense. So, yeah. As you can see here, I have the back cannon that can actually rotate and everything. Now, I did realize after I finished it, it was a little too high. Maybe I'll lower it later, but that sometimes when you're building without instructions, sometimes that happens. So that's how that goes. What I'm really happy with is that it actually can lower down, and I can actually put this speeder inside. It's a little difficult with one hand, I'll tell you that. Okay, here we go. So let me just seal her up, and the gunship is now holding a speeder bike with 2 clone commandos and a regular clone. So, kind of a nice ship. It's really nice to have it ever since it's technically one of my favorites, and it's also quite big in size. Like, originally when I first built it, it was a lot smaller than this. So, it didn't really hold very many, and it fell apart easily. And sometimes I had to say the reason why I did some remodeling is because when I played with it when I was younger, and when you drop it and it shatters, you're upset, and of course you don't remember how you built it, because all the pieces are all over. But that gives you the opportunity to actually rebuild it and make it better. So when bad things happen, sometimes it gives you the opportunity to make it better than it was before. So as you guys can see, this is quite long as well, rather than, that it's pretty tall and all that. How I made the wings, I did not have enough flat pieces, so I used bricks instead and had them go up and attach. I added some little missiles down here. These are the main missiles, of course, but I remember seeing in a book that it showed that these missiles underneath the wings would be like intercepting missiles. We never got to see them in the movies or the Clone Wars being used, but it said so in the description about these gunships, so I'm like, well, might as well just add it in there. Unfortunately, the cockpit cannot actually hold pilots. I've tried. It's just a bit of a challenge to figure that out, but maybe one day I'll figure it out, then I can actually have the pilots inside, but of course, I'm just really happy I have the glass that the pilots actually use. The ones I used before were kind of not fitting. That's how that is. So, yep, I have the cannons up front. They actually can turn back and forth. So, you have to make sure that it's able to be as cool as you're able to make it. So, I've made sure to use a lot of good pieces for this set. So, that's pretty much it, guys. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and all that. If you guys have any suggestions on how I could add the side ball cannons on the sides, I really wanted to do that, but I just don't have any parts. No, unless you guys have some suggestions on how to build them, and you show your versions, and I see that I have the same pieces, I'll be sure to give you guys credit for that. So, I don't like to not give credit to others. I want other people to see how creative other people are. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys next time.